Hey guys, it's us, PlayerNation, and we're doing a podcast about the next-gen systems. We're just gonna kind of give our opinions and stuff, and what we think about them, and kind of how they're gonna take the gaming world. Who wants to start? With the Wii U.
Go ahead.
Me?
You.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
personally, I think the Wii U is kind of like... It costs too much for what they're giving out. I know the tablet was pretty much the issue and why it costed so much, but...
Costed.
Costed.
Sorry.
But,
Sorry,
they're getting good games, they're starting to really grab on to
a lot of the games are a bit shoddy though. Like the
No, I'm going to
the AAA
wait.
games.
I want to wait until Super Smash Brothers comes out, and then I'm gonna really make my opinion on the Wii U, because everyone is waiting, and Mario Kart 8. Everyone is waiting for those games. When they see those games out, everyone's gonna go fucking buy the Wii U. Everyone's gonna get it. Everyone's gonna buy it, and we're just gonna see it skyrocket. Because the issue why Nintendo is going fucking bankrupt is because they're not going through with this. They need to get those games out. They need to make them perfect, and they need to make them fun, and they're gonna get a lot of money. And I just
think that their advertising is shit though, because like people on Twitch and stuff, and there was a whole tournament for Super Smash Bros. Melee, and they stopped the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
It was advertising for their game. It was advertising for the new Smash Bros. But they stopped it just because, hey, no, you're not allowed to do that. Give us money because you did that. And bankrupt. I just think they kind of screwed up with the whole. They don't understand that like YouTube and Twitch.
What's the big tournament place? What's the big tournament place? But yeah.
I can't remember. I just remember hearing about it.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna wait till Super Smash Brothers comes out, wait till Mario Kart 8 comes out before I make my real, true opinion on the Wii U. I think it's building a ladder to what it can be, but right now, it's kind of putting the 3DS right now is making more sales than the Wii U, which I think is sad. But, yeah. Popcorn, Josh.
Hmm?
We're gonna do popcorn.
Popcorn.
You know, you say popcorn, Josh or Pat.
I'm not
go.
aware of
Just
popcorn.
go, Josh.
The
Go.
hell's popcorn?
Go. Josh, go.
I don't understand your popcorn logic.
Just go.
Explain to me your popcorn logic.
No, I'll talk about it later. We're making a video.
No, explain to me your popcorn logic. I want to know.
Popcorn. This is a podcast. It doesn't matter. You can go on tangents.
Okay,
Exactly.
okay,
What's your
okay,
popcorn
okay.
logic?
Okay.
Tell me. Explain.
Popcorn is like you say popcorn and then you
It's like
say
KFC
something.
popcorn chicken.
No, you're like passing the popcorn to someone.
I could do with some KFC chicken, actually.
I
Oh my
could do
God.
some gravy.
Actually, that's
gravy?
what I named my tour chick in my Let's Play. By the way, people watching this, please go check out my Let's Play on Beast Player 189.
Well, that wasn't thirsty.
Wow, plugs. Plugs much.
So, on my new Minecraft server, I'm trying to get a plug-in.
Bad puns. Come to Pat for your bad puns.
But, yeah,
They're all
Josh,
like-
Josh, why don't you talk about what you think of the Wii U?
Not a fan. At all, really.
Well, explain.
Just sucks.
How does it suck?
It just sucks.
The AAA games for it
just
suck.
sucks. It's just the concept is a bit behind.
No. The concept's not bad. At least they're
No,
like,
it is. They've gone.
No.
backwards
They're trying to do something different.
No,
which
I like
Yeah.
Nintendo because they try to do different things.
Oh, but they're not though, because they're going backwards. They
How are they
started
going
off good with the Wii, just leaving it as kind of motion sensor, because that was the first type deal with.
They're
motion
like, no,
sensor.
we don't need that. We don't need that. We need.
And now they've gone back to a
Yes.
tablet, and it's
No, but thing is, everybody was bitching about the Wii motion sensor at first, and then they started to like it.
Yeah.
Because developers learned how to use it, so it was good.
Yeah, but the Wii.
No, I think it's also
doesn't-
like quite a hard
sucks.
system to make games for, because like so many AAA games have been like apparently have crap ports, like to the Wii U. So I think that's also I didn't know that the Wii U was an actual console. I thought it was just the pad.
It is, isn't it?
No.
No, it's not. It's nice and soft.
You mean
I
Wii
never
Fit?
knew. The advertising just the pad. I was like, oh, it's an extension for the Wii, isn't it?
It is.
No, it's an actual system.
It's a full system. You get a
Well,
full
that is definitely a step
Dude,
backwards.
the
That
pad is literally a controller. That's all it is. It's like a mini TV. That's pretty much. It's a controller and a mini TV that you can go inside your room, turn off your TV, and play your games on your tablet.
Faith is lost in
But
humanity.
PS Vita can do that.
Yeah,
Huh?
exactly.
Yeah.
PS Vita can do that.
Yeah, I heard about
It's
that.
not some random extension that's completely
No, and
unnecessary.
the thing is, the pad is what's costing so much. The pad is what's ruining the Wii U.
But it wouldn't actually like cost that much. They're just kind of like getting greedy.
No, in bulk, in actual hardware costs, the pad is worth more than the literal system.
Well, you gotta stop making the pad because no one gives a crap about it.
It just sucks.
Some
It's-
people like
There's
it.
no need. It's just there for
Well, you can
They're just
something to
you
hold.
can still play with the Wii's controllers. They still use that, and that's like people are like, "Oh, you couldn't make a new
Why?
controller? That's so cheap." But
Yeah.
they totally
should've
ripped.
just made
I'm gonna say this:
controllers.
they totally
Just
ripped
make
off Xbox with the Wii U Pro controller. They totally ripped off Xbox. It looks exactly like it. It feels exactly like it.
What do you mean?
The
It
Wii U
looks-
Pro controller.
That was an extension of the Wii. Oh wait, what? The
No.
Wii.
The Wii
Wii
U
U.
Pro
I think it
controller.
was just the Wii.
No, Wii
Wait,
U Pro
Chad-
controller. Look it up. Look it up. Wii U Pro controller.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll go look it up. Gonna open up.
But Josh, why do
Mozilla
you
Firefox.
why do you
Please
really hate
sponsor
it?
us, Mozilla Firefox.
Why do you really hate it?
Oh, it just sucks. I've never been a fan of Nintendo.
I love Nintendo. I didn't like the Wii, but I respected its innovative whatever. The Wii U just seems like they're like, oh, the Wii, we did something different and everyone got it. Now let's do something else different and everyone will be like, oh yeah, it's different and get it. And then no one got it.
Wait, first I
They
want to
have
ask
no
Josh, what
games.
kind of a gamer are you, Josh?
The game.
No, like, are you like Pat? Me and you, like, you know, like Mario and crap, right?
I like pretty much any genre.
You like to play some good old Mario once in a while?
I play some good old Mario and some good old Mario hacks. Stay tuned in the channel.
No, but like me, I like to play, you know, like
I've
Sonic,
hit-
Mario,
Yeah.
Mega Man, stuff like that. And like Pokemon, I like to play the traditional gaming. I'm a traditional gamer. Josh, what are you? Are you like the one that likes to play like
I
first-person shooters and
like a
shit?
bit of everything, but I think for me, I've always seen Nintendo as kind of a handheld. They've always been good on handheld systems, not necessarily a full and huge
Yeah.
console.
That's
like-
a good point. 'Cause even from the Game Boy.
Yeah,
the
they've
original Game Boy was fantastic.
yeah they've always been kind of
Yeah.
very heavy on handheld stuff,
Oh,
and I think they've kind of lost interest in handheld stuff as much, because like the latest stuff like their
The
3DS
DS and then
XL,
the-
2
No. The pad, the Wii U pad, I think is them trying to be like, oh, we have the 3DS, and that,
I've
everyone
just
liked the
seen
touch
that,
screen.
yeah.
Everyone
No, I
liked
mean,
the
like-
touch screen, so why don't we do it
I don't know
here?
about- I mean, like they always started as the classic like handheld systems and stuff, and as soon as
Yeah.
they made a console, they're like, yeah, this the Wii. It was good. The concept was good. Sure, it was a bit childish, but it was family.
It sold.
It had good games
But-
on it. It had like Mario Galaxy and shit.
Yeah, but the thing, it was good.
Super
Except
Smash Brothers
when they
Brawl.
then like tried to do it again, they've just failed. And for me,
I don't
they-
think the
they
Wii.
tried
I
to
don't think the
try
Wii U is too different. It's pretty much just an upgraded Wii. That's all it is.
Yeah, but
I'm
they,
waiting for
they
Dreamcast
failed
too.
doing it though.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for a Dreamcast 2 too.
But Sega's kind of plummeted as well.
I want Sega to come back because I remember.
They're making crap game after crap now.
No,
I think what I'm
Well,
more-
no, they're not. There's some good ones, but
Sonic Lost World is not a bad game.
it's like no, it had no publicity though. For like in England, the only publicity I saw for it was on the iOS or Android app Sonic Dash. That's the only publicity I saw for it.
But Sonic
Yeah,
sells
looking
the
at
most
it.
in Europe.
You know, actually, what's quite interesting here is the sales of the next gen consoles. The Wii U
Is in last.
is
dirt
the
last.
no, it's the second top selling
What?
next gen console.
Yeah, it is.
It's PS4.
Its initial sales was
The PS4 is
quite
winning.
high.
I know that for fucking sure.
Yeah, it's got 4.2 million sales.
So the
after 6
Xbox
weeks.
One is losing.
Then, but no, this is a time difference. So actually, the Wii U would be behind if it was the same time, because the Wii's got 3.91 million after 11 months,
Yeah.
and the Xbox One's got 3 million after 5.
I just want you guys to watch when Super Smash Bros. Finally comes out and Mario Kart 8 comes out. It's just gonna be like a freaking monster.
I don't think it's going to make so much difference.
that
I
enough?
really don't.
No,
Is that-
there
are
are so
two
many
games-
people. There are so many people that bought the Wii for Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart. Like my teacher, my
I-
60-year-old teacher said the only game that she ever played on the Wii was Mario Kart Wii. And I'm like, yeah. That's
Those
why
are
she
good.
bought it.
But the Mario Kart games, you get in, you know what you're in for. It's a safe buy. If it's like, oh, I want to. What about this new, like Bulletstorm? Oh, Bulletstorm, new, looks different. I love Bulletstorm, by the way.
It was quite good.
But yeah, and then Mario
Knack.
Kart.
I heard
it's
Knack
like,
is getting so much hate.
Do I risk it for this weird-looking game, or do I just go for the safe Mario Kart? Pretty much everyone will go for Mario Kart because you know what you're getting. You
And
know
Super
what
Smash Brothers. And Super Smash Brothers.
and Smash, yeah. Even though they made it a bit more simplified.
No,
from
like
Melee.
I'm gonna buy the Wii U just for fucking Smash Brothers.
I wouldn't, you see.
I thought they
not-
still
it's
don't
not
have many
worth it.
games.
For me-
They've only got
for me,
like
it's just not worth
30
it still.
games. It's something like wait.
I am going to buy the Wii U just for Smash Brothers, and I am like dead set on that. I'm gonna get Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, and Sonic Lost World. Even though I already have Sonic Lost World for my 3DS, but whatever.
You see, I've just never been in.
And
I've
Sonic
never been a
Boom.
Nintendo
I want to get
fan
Sonic
when it
Boom.
comes towards their consoles. Handhelds, they're good, but other than that,
Wait, what about
I'm
Josh? What
fine.
about their games? What do you think about their games?
they have one set audience, and they've stuck to that. They've always stuck to either
Yeah.
children or they've
No,
stuck
they wanna
to
get
It's a
they want-
younger target audience.
No, they
Or
want to get
families.
they want to keep to the traditional gamers.
yeah.
And the
they
nostalgia.
haven't, though. I mean,
The thing that I don't like about Nintendo is that they hang on to that nostalgia just way too much. It's just that nostalgia. They just need to grasp it by the balls and just keep pulling on it.
What they do is they're like, oh, remember back in 1970 or 80, whatever, we gave you Super Mario. Yeah, you remember
Yeah,
that?
look at New Super
Yeah,
Mario
we're
Brothers.
gonna
New Super Mario.
do that
Brothers.
again, but in 3D. And
Yeah.
then next year we're gonna do New Super Mario Bros, which is the same thing.
Then New
in
Super Mario
3D.
Brothers U, and then Super
Which
Mario
is-
Bros 2 on the 3DS, which makes you shoot
Yeah.
gold.
I just don't. It's too much Mario. I want Mario to go now. I'm
No,
tired
no.
of him.
Mario
they,
is the
they overuse him.
I have to
Mario.
agree.
Mario is the king of video games. Everyone knows that, and you cannot deny that.
I
He
don't
is
know.
the king of video
He's
games,
had
but
an impact on the game world,
I
but
think
his
No,
time's done.
He saved
Yeah.
video games. He saved video games. If it
Yeah,
wasn't
he
for
did.
if it wasn't
But-
for Mario, we wouldn't be playing games right now.
I
Because
think
the
it's more
video
case
the
of
video
he
game
gets-
Crash died and came back alive with Rob and Mario.
I don't think he necessarily saved it. It's more of a case of he kind of is what
The
kicked
console
it off.
saved it, really.
But-
The NES kind of.
No, actually, it was Rob.
saved it.
Rob saved it because Nintendo didn't market the NES as a video game console. And they marketed it more as a toy because people didn't want to buy game consoles because they crash. But they
Toy
bought
games are
they
shit.
bought it for Rob because they knew it was a toy, and everybody wanted their little robot that would play games with them, back in those days because like you had the
Even though
Jetsons.
Rob did suck.
Yeah, it did suck, but the marketing idea was still there, and it was still really good. And I love the idea that they had with that, but they just didn't follow through with it too well.
You see, my problem is they've always kind of stuck to the same audience of
Yeah.
we are the company that deals for children or
The traditional gamer.
family groups, not necessarily traditional gamers, because PlayStation
They
stuff
don't
still
go
managed
for
to
the
do that.
hardcore.
No,
gamer
no,
route. They don't
traditional-
go for the Dark Souls
no.
people, the COD people. They
No,
just
no,
go
no.
for the
If
family
it's
kind.
not that though. It's like because traditional gaming and stuff. It's like with a good example's like Jack and Daxter or something on
They don't. They
PlayStation.
Naughty Dog. I
They
pretty
they
much.
kept it going, but they kept it going to the point where it was good, but they knew when to call it quits. Or Ratchet and
Yeah,
Clank-
because they.
Ratchet
Look at
and
Jack
Clank knew
X.
when to
Jack
call quits.
X sucks.
Still,
I don't like Jack X. That game.
No,
that's like
but then they stopped it. That was
Yeah.
it. That was the end.
they were like,
They
okay,
didn't just
yeah, we're done.
keep going after a bad game.
Crash
whereas Mario,
Bandicoot,
they did.
they were done.
Jack.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
no,
Crash
Crash
Bandicoot was
Bandicoot.
an excellent
Crash Bandicoot died because of fucking Universal Studios, and Naughty Dog just didn't want to deal with Universal anymore, so they dropped Crash because they couldn't do anything with Crash without Universal or Sony getting in the way and stuff like that.
No, but the thing is, even still, I think any more Crash games wouldn't have been a good idea for the sheer fact that it was good while it was there.
But
There
look
were,
how
like-
Naughty Dog have gone on
Have
to
you
do.
ever seen
They've got
Clash of
Uncharted, they've
Titans?
got
Have you ever
fucking the zombie
Exactly.
one. They got The Last of Us, that's what it's called. And they're Academy Award winning, even though it's not an Academy Award.
But no,
They're winning awards left, right, and centre for their
exactly, they've gone
amazing
on
work.
to good things, whereas Nintendo's always stuck with that whole, yeah, we will stick with Mario. Mario is our
In-
thing. It will be our thing. for the
I
rest
think
of
this
time.
is what's happening with Telltale Games as well. The people who make the Walking Dead games.
And
That's the only type of games they make.
Yes.
The point and click, and
It is.
soon that's going to screw them over. Even though their games are fantastic.
But thing is, Mario is literally just a moneymaker. He will get games. He'll
they
get people
know
there.
they'll get money from him.
That's why they
do it.
make so many videos. But thing is, with Mario, you can do so much with him. Because he has so many you don't know what he really is. You know, like, yeah, Mario Galaxy, which does all this stuff. Then you have this traditional Mario. Then you have, like, Luigi's Mansion. And you can do
yeah, but
like
things
Mario
they're
Party.
overusing it though. That's my problem. Is the fact that it started out as just the
Dude,
classic adventure
okay.
where you were small, you just went through the levels. That was the kind of Mario that I liked. It's when they started getting really kind of overusing with it and just kind of got a bit
But, Josh, they're desperate.
almost. Huh?
They're bankrupt. Or they're getting
Exactly.
bankrupt.
So they
Yeah,
should
yeah.
make something else that would start off a new craze of games instead of relying on the old Mario
Well,
that they
look
had
what-
for
okay.
years and years and
Okay,
years.
I want you to look at this. Knack was supposed to be, you know, like the traditional gamers, kind of like the bone that they were supposed to grab. They said, people, if you like Crash and Spyro, get Knack, you'll love it. The people who like those games got Knack, and they were like, no, I don't.
I thoroughly enjoyed Knack.
No, that
really
game kind
good.
of got like split. Like it was 50-50. You either loved it or you hate it. It was Marmite for the PS4.
Yeah, it was. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's like a, kind of an old.
All right,
It brought back memories of the whole
Yeah.
all right.
child type games and stuff before you were allowed
Yeah.
to play shoot.
Like it looked like a Ratchet and Clank-esque game.
Yeah, it
Like
was.
the kind of design of it, and that's you can't go wrong with it.
All right, Pat.
Apart from some of the
Josh,
newer
are you
ones.
done? Are you done with your opinion on the Wii U?
Yeah, basically it sucks.
All right, Pat, you're up.
I just don't. I
Wait, popcorn. Pat.
don't know. Popcorn chicken with some crispy tender chicken loin and some Pepsi gravy, please.
Have a chicken loin.
I forgot I'm the only American here.
Yeah, but I'm actually no. I've just brought this point up just because I was curious. But I'm looking at a timeline of the Super Mario games to come out since the first one. So in 1985, the first one came out. The year after the Lost Levels came out, that was the Japan one. They waited 3 years to make Super Mario 2, and then only 1 year to 1 year to Land. But Land was like a compilation of all of them. Then they
No,
did
Super Mario
World
Land was
in
not.
1990.
Super Mario
Oh,
Land
yeah,
is the game
yeah,
for this
World,
Game Boy.
World was the Land is the sorry about that.
You know,
But then they waited like 2 years. But there was this time where Super Mario 64 came out and Super Mario Sunshine came out, and it was like a good 4 or 5 years. Now, if you go down to present, 2011, 2012, 2013, or 2 in 2012, Super Mario Bros. 2, or New Super Mario Bros. 2, and New Super Mario Bros. U, which look the exact same.
No,
Then
I'm
2013
okay.
World.
I feel like I'm the only one defending Nintendo here, and I'm gonna defend Nintendo till the day I die because
I'm
I
not
love
against-
Nintendo. I love Nintendo. I love
I like-
Nintendo, and I will stay with them till the day I die.
I just don't like what they're doing.
If Nintendo
they've
dies,
got-
if
they're going
Nintendo has
wild
to,
web.
if Nintendo pulls a Sega and they put their games on, you know, like Xbox One and PS4,
Do you know what?
I feel like that's
the spirit would
I'd feel
die.
right.
The spirit would
Do you know
die.
what? I think if they made their games and put them onto other consoles, I think that would be much better off for them.
yeah.
Because I think the other
They're
consoles,
losing too much money from.
I think the other consoles, what they've done well is they've kind of grasped that whole. They know what today's market wants. They're not afraid to kind of, if they make a bad game, they make a bad game, and they can recover from it very easily. Whereas with
Just by making
Nintendo, it's kind of they make a bad game, they try again to see if it's any better,
And
and
what
then
they
they
could
still
do,
fail with it.
yeah, what they could do is just not make a Super Mario game. They keep making these new
Dude,
kind of adventurous, weird games, and then if one of them fails and they lose a lot of money on it, then make a Super Mario game and they'll make all their money back. Because they're
Super Mario 3D Land, that was awesome.
I like that. That was good. That was good.
Super Mario, what's that one with the cats?
That's the new one. I think that's the
Yeah.
new.
Is that Party or something?
No. It's like Super Mario 3D World. Yeah, Super Mario 3D World. Yeah, that one looks awesome and it looks fun, and I actually really want to play 3D World. And yeah, 3D World, like, yeah, that's gonna be like the quintessential Mario game on the Wii U, and I want Mario Galaxy 3.
It's only on the Wii U. That's where they go on. Like, if Super Mario 3D World, because when I saw it, I was like, okay, if I had a Wii U, I would get that. If that was on PS4, I would get it. If they had it on different consoles, all of them, they would make so much
But the
money.
thing is, I think because what they're doing wrong is the fact that they're marketing it for a console that is dying, and the games aren't good enough to kind of.
Did you guys ever hear the Fusion?
No.
Fusion.
Nintendo apparently put out a patent for this new system called the Nintendo Fusion, and it's supposed to be more powerful than the Xbox One and PS4 put together, or something like that.
Supposed to be though.
That's supposed to be the Nintendo Play System, which turned into the PlayStation when they screwed it up.
Yeah, if Nintendo never went to Sony, there'd be no PlayStation. So, yeah.
But I mean,
if you guys really like your PlayStation 4, you should really thank Nintendo, because it's their fault.
I like Nintendo.
I mean,
but, you know,
because where they're going wrong is they're making all these games for the Wii U, but only for the Wii U. But then it's like they're trying to sell the Wii U, which is a good plan, except the games aren't good enough for them to be able to.
That's why I'm saying they're gonna come out with Super Smash Brothers and Mario Kart, because the tournament scene is like what's his name? What's the creator of Smash Brothers?
It's just
again?
League of Legends at the moment on the tournament scene.
No,
just League of Legends, a
no.
bit of Smite, some Melee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, that's not their audience. That isn't their audience that
that's
they're going
kind of
for.
hardcore games again.
Exactly, but that's like they're making these games and stuff, but they've forgotten that their main audience is children or families, and now suddenly they're kind of making childish family games for tournaments, which isn't right.
But Super
doesn't-
Smash
it
Brothers is a
doesn't
party
make
game.
sense.
Super Smash Brothers is a party game.
No, I know that, but I mean, like some tournament games that they have been making, they've been making especially for, not especially for.
I hear that cat.
Waiter in the podcast, Josh.
Yeah, like tournament-wise though, like if we're going to that, right now there's a tournament, 150,000 people viewing League of Legends.
League of Legends
exactly,
is.
but I mean, like, they don't need to change that or anything. They don't need to. They haven't made a new League of Legends. Be like, oh, this is new. It's got these features, these
They
features,
just
these
constantly
features.
update.
Exactly. I think if they did that with Mario somehow, like bring out new levels and stuff, I think that will do them better than it would to constantly bring out new games, because it's just
New games
think
about the
they're
same
just-
exact thing.
I think they're just wearing them thin. I mean,
Look at Mario Galaxy compared to New Super Mario Brothers U. They're trying new things. They're trying new things with Mario. They've been trying new things with Mario ever since, like, forever.
But some of the new things aren't really like, okay, the one on the 3DS, Super Mario 3D World.
Land.
People said, "Oh, look how different it is." But then I went back and I played Super Mario 64, and it's quintessentially the same thing.
But Super
Just
Mario,
shinier.
Super Mario 64 does not have any power-ups.
exactly.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
it's not
much rather
powered,
stick
but
with that kind of game
Few things.
because it's so simple and it is literally just classic Mario. It's that kind of game is what I thoroughly enjoyed about Mario.
Super
There's all
Mario
these kind of new
64?
games that kind of haven't. Yeah, it's all the new games that kind of. Sure, they've got new features and they're 3D and stuff,
Katsu.
but that's not Mario for me. That's kind of. It's not as big and epic as Mario should be. It should just be hard levels, not necessarily weird suits and power-ups. None of this. It's just pure like how you deal with it.
Like platforming.
Yeah.
I like hacks.
What?
That's why
That's what it used
I
to be.
enjoy Super Mario World hacks so much, because it's not the same thing as what you're always going to get. It's just it's like Super Mario World, but then people have just gone, okay, let's just make it super hard.
If you took out all the power-ups in a Mario game and all, like, Yoshi, no power-ups, Mario would be pretty damn hard.
Exactly, but I mean that's why I'd like it. Mario was that game that you used to play over and over and over and over and over again because you were frustrated with it, because you couldn't do it, because you just had to get it finished. But then as soon as they kind of got rid of that whole challenge part of it and added in loads of random power-ups and stuff, it just got boring and kind
Mario's
of
always had
overused,
power-ups,
a bit
though.
kind of awkward. Yeah, but not to the extent of
A
turning
big
into a
rock
cat
coming
suit
down from
and
the
then-
sky and making random clouds fly from your feet. Shit like
Exactly. Flower power and the star used to be it, and, it
And the
used to be
mushroom.
just, and the
that.
mushroom.
Well, what about, like, the Tanuki
It
suit or
used to be
the raccoon?
Hmm?
What about the frog, raccoon, Tanuki?
The
Yeah.
Tanuki suit was in Super Mario 3 though, so
Yeah.
I was like, okay, it's made a return. I'm cool with that. I like how they're bringing back the old stuff. But then they went, let's get a frog. And actually, no, I think the frogs were in.
Yeah, the frog's in number 3. The frog's
Hang on,
in
so-
Super Mario Bros. 3.
But then they were like, hey,
I
let's get a cat. And let's let him do backflips. Speaking of cats,
the cat
Just
bell
cats
from
getting
Super
a
Mario
plug.
World.
sponsor us cats.
By the way, on DeviantArt, people like Kitty Peach, and I'm just gonna warn you never to go on DeviantArt and look up Cat Peach.
Not gonna do that.
Okay.
So I forgot to say, I'm sponsored by Sony, and Josh is sponsored by Microsoft, and that's why we're being so horrible towards
Oh, yeah.
Nintendo.
I love
No, I just
Nintendo,
don't.
and I'll always love Nintendo. I'll always be on their side. I don't care about PS4 or Xbox One. I love Nintendo, even though I hardly turn on my Wii.
No, I think
I never use my Wii.
I like Nintendo for their handheld games. Recently, they've gone downhill.
No, I
Yeah.
like Nintendo for their
The
games
3DS
in
is
general.
bad.
No,
I'm a
3DS isn't bad.
I am a traditional
But the
gamer.
2DS.
I don't like your stupid little first-person shooters and shit like that. I don't like that.
I'm not a big fan of them.
But
They're
I
not
like going in Mario's little land and like playing with all the bright colors and all like the really creative worlds and the characters and going to that like mindset of imagination, not like this gritty, dirty, like real life setting which gaming wasn't even built up to be that way. Gaming was made up to take you into this world of imagination and make you the hero, make you into this world where you can zone out and not have to kill people. Like, just stomp on a
You see-
Goomba or two, or...
Yeah, but the thing is, I think we in Pat were kind of talking about this yesterday, but it's like the way they've done it is
Actually,
like when PlayStation first came out, they didn't have that many shoot 'em ups. It was kind of they had Doom, maybe
No,
some other things like
COD.
that.
Just Call
Yeah,
of
but they
Duty
did-
has
they-
freaking forced
yeah, but-
this upon the industry because everyone's like, oh, we can make money off just having a gun and just shoot people.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
didn't bring that many
No,
of them.
I fucking
initially.
Yeah, we-
hate
they
Call
did.
of
and they
Duty
had
because
and they
of
had
that.
games like Ratchet and Clank and so on.
No, I
and then it
fucking
kind of-
hate... No, listen.
No, but the thing is,
No, listen. Call of Duty has ruined the gaming market because of Call of
It
Duty.
has.
Because of Call of Duty, there are so many oversaturated first-person shooters that it's making other companies think, well, if we want money, we gotta make a first-person shooter. They won't go out of boundaries, and I think that's why Nintendo is more. I like them more because they're still doing what people like me like. I'm a traditional gamer. I like the traditional games, so I'm gonna go to Nintendo because they have the games that I want. Like they have Sonic Lost World, and they're gonna have Sonic Boom. And
you see, yeah, what I was about to say was that it's like what Nintendo's done is they have stayed with their audience throughout. No, they haven't stayed with their audience because what I was saying was like when the PlayStation stuff first came out, there were games like Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, no like proper killing and stuff. It was all more just adventure and platforming and stuff.
Yeah.
And then Rayman and things like that.
Oh god.
But then as
Crash
the initial
Bandicoot, Spyro
as
the
in, like,
Dragon.
as the people who owned them got older, so the consoles got more advanced, so the games got more kind of gory and shooter-wise.
I don't think they did that on
No-
purpose though.
No, but I think
that
they
was
have
just
done that though.
God
All of the
4
games and
came
stuff.
out, and
I
then
think
since then-
nostalgia. I think nostalgia is a good thing, Nintendo. But I don't think it's the point that you have to stay with that locked, but I think it's good
They
if you
don't
stay.
make any
No, I think it's good if you
non-nostalgic
stick with
games.
that little bit of nostalgia to keep it nostalgic, but to have that little door over in the corner to open up you into a different world a little bit.
Yeah, but the
Like
thing
the
is,
Mario
I think
world, there's like people have been there so many times. And it's nostalgic, yeah, but not when the last Mario game you played was last year. If it was like 10 years ago when I played, I don't know, Mario 2, then I'll be like, oh, wow, it's nostalgic. Look at how nostalgic this is, blah blah blah. But not
No,
when it was last year.
it's not that though,
Played it.
because I don't mind that. The fact that they've, yeah, I don't mind that. It's the fact that they haven't. They've tried to do other markets like shoot 'em ups and stuff.
Yeah, like Zombie
They
U.
haven't. Yeah, but they haven't invested like enough into it to maintain the rest of people. And when they have kept on with their kind of childish view towards it, they still haven't made it. They haven't got enough childish things other than Mario to keep them going, because that's all they do.
Well, they have
It's just
Sonic.
Mario, Mario, Mario.
They have Sonic.
Yeah, but there hasn't. Yeah, but there hasn't
They
been
are-
that many Sonics.
Sonic Lost World is it.
Because like
But
the
again,
last, because
advertising.
the last two Sonic games have come out for PlayStation.
No. Um,
Unleashed and the one before Unleashed both came out.
No, Sonic Colors was on Wii. Then it went Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations, and then it went Sonic Lost World.
Yeah, but the thing is, I thoroughly enjoyed more the Sonics on PlayStation than I did on Wii. Especially
No,
the fact they
I
utilized-
loved Sonic Colors. Sonic Colors was fucking awesome.
Yeah, but the thing is, they utilized all of the system's like capabilities and stuff.
No, you could play Sonic Lost World with a fucking GameCube controller. That's what I do. I never play
Yeah,
with
I
a
know, but-
freaking Wii stick and dumb chuck.
No, I mean like the whole system-wise, as in they've taken use of just the whole system, like their graphics, their like all that kind of stuff, and they've kept up with all of it with better games and stuff. That's why I kind of enjoyed it more on PlayStation than I did on Wii.
But
'Cause it was just
Sonic Colors
more-
is only Wii.
No, like the two that were released on.
Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Generations.
Yeah.
I have Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Generations for my PS3, so.
No,
Yeah.
exactly, and I thoroughly both enjoyed both of those.
But thing is, okay, Sonic Unleashed was for the Wii, but it was a special version, and then the 3D and the PS3 and the Xbox 360 got a harder, more HD version.
Exactly, I played both of them. I mean, yeah, they're both the same game, but I
No,
still
the Wii version is not. The Wii version is actually way easier than the PS3 version.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's the point, because it's still for that childish little kind of audience almost, whereas the PS3 version was more of a teenagers playing Sonic.
So you're
Actually
telling
doing
me
But that's how I see
Sonic?
it.
You're telling me Sonic 06 was for kids?
I hated Sonic 06. I'm not even going to put my comment down on that.
Okay, Sonic 06 is a guilty pleasure for me. I'll play it once in a while just to laugh, but there was like, and Shadow the Hedgehog is not for kids, obviously not, because there's fucking swearing and
No,
shit.
but I mean, like, not necessarily for kids, but more the fact that the levels are made.
The colors and the
It's okay. It's like I think another problem with the Wii U is this isn't entirely their fault, but it partially is. They're getting no games out for it because no company wants to. Because the Wii U's too hard to make games for, which has been stated in several like press releases or whatever.
and
It's too hard to make games for. Plus, they just don't want to risk it. They don't want to risk losing money.
Because
for a
any
Wii
games
U
they kind
game.
of.
There's this video that I watched from Game Theory, and it was showing how
I think I watched it as well.
the Wii U and the Virtual Boy are alike, and
I saw that one.
yeah, and he said that the Virtual Boy didn't have any outside help with some, but
Yeah.
most of the games were just Nintendo, and that's what happening to the Wii U. And like, I'm worried at the fact that the Wii U will crash, but the bad thing is that the Wii U is a main console, and that's what people look for their Nintendo Entertainment. The Virtual Boy was just like that dinky little handheld that
System.
people could kind of get. But yeah, it worries me kind of. Like, I don't want Nintendo to die. I really don't, because
No, I mean,
to
they
have
won't die if they
no
can
to
see-
have
if-
to have the gaming world go on. You need a Mario. You need a Mario. You need a Sonic. You need someone to represent gaming. You need that one
but I
that
mean-
you need that character that little kids can grow up with
I
and become
want
gamers.
Ghost from COD 4 to represent the game.
No, you need that. No, you need that gaming character that can represent
Just on fire.
gaming
just
to the
burnt
kids.
with
The ones that can. No, you need that character that'll introduce kids to be, gamers. Mario does.
I think as generations go on, I don't think we should keep the old ones. I think we should just get new ones. Like, for me, I know that Kingdom Hearts had a massive role in, like, me loving games. Because that was, like, the first one which got me, like, proper into gaming. And, like, the Final Fantasy
Sonic
games.
2 was my very first game ever.
But, that just, like, so for me, like, when I think of gaming, I think of, like, Sora. Just
I
because
think of
that
Sonic.
is what got me into
I
gaming.
think of Sonic and
that
Mario.
instead of like Mario or something to try and get that for generations, I think they should scrap him, get a new character. They can still do Mario games, but
Yeah.
not as frequent.
No, yeah, I know what you mean. 'Cause
But are
also
you
it's
really
like-
thinking Nintendo will just throw away their character that represents
No,
them?
no, they're not gonna.
No,
but
because
they
Mario
just
is
gotta
pretty much
stop
the
doing
face
it.
of Nintendo, really.
Actually, it's the face of gaming.
Is he? I wouldn't say it was.
Are you kidding me?
I just think
I
there's
honestly
there's
wouldn't say
enough
it was.
things to spread it out. Because like Mario's just one portion of gaming.
Exactly, and recently
That's like one mode. It's like there's so like some could say that Dark Souls is the face of gaming,
Yeah, because
and I'd say yeah, sure.
the only reason why I'd argue against Mario is because recently I think it has got downhill. It's come away from like the old style of gaming that it used to be, which
Well,
people used to love and enjoy,
Okay,
and it's come away from that.
okay.
that's
I
kind
can
of
agree
why
with that
I'm
because I watched
going against
MatPat's
it.
video, and the traditional Mario games are the ones that sell. So maybe
exactly.
he was kind of saying the ones that go out of the box maybe aren't the best.
But the thing is, I've always seen Nintendo as the handheld game, as I keep saying. But I think they should come away from consoles and stuff and try and come out of that market, because they won't win that market. Because other like developers and stuff making bigger, better
Microsoft
consoles.
and Sony.
No, I can't
Yeah,
see
they
Mario on a freaking PS4. I can't see that.
No, but what they should do is then focus more on their handheld, making them better, because they have always excelled more on handhelds and stuff. Because Xbox
Well, yeah,
doesn't have
the PS.
PlayStation does, but I wouldn't say it was as good as
It's
a
not
DS
selling as much
or-
as the DS. No,
No,
fucking
exactly.
way.
No way. And that's why I think they should focus on that instead of focusing on.
Well, if you
other
think about it,
things
they
that
kind of are.
aren't.
There
Huh?
are a lot more good games, and there are a lot more games in the 3DS library than there are on the Wii U. So technically, they are thinking more about the 3DS because that's where most of their money is coming from. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
think I feel like that.
yeah, but then again, they're not though, because they made this 3DS and they brought out a whole new like bit of technology that no one saw coming. No one kind of went, yeah, this is going to be a huge
See,
thing.
it wasn't actually that innovative, or I can't. I don't know, I'm tired.
innovative.
Yeah,
But all it added was what's it called, like a joypad thing,
touchscreen.
not touchscreen, just bugger.
Use your words. Come on.
Not D-pad, the little
Joystick.
one. Whatever. Yeah, that. They started one of them and they added 3D, and that was it.
The joystick
but
was on the
other than
PSP.
that-
The joystick was on the
No, no.
PSP.
Much. And that,
No.
yeah, that was on the PSP as well. But they tried to make a big thing out of what was nothing. And I got the 3DS. I like the 3DS. I'm not like dissing it, but they're trying to say, oh, this is the most innovative thing ever. It's 3D on a handheld
No,
console.
but that is
No, it
that is
is.
innovative though. That
It
is
is
the
very-
whole
it
thing.
is very-
It is.
It
But-
is, but they tried to make. that
Well,
was the
I
whole
say that,
advertisement.
and then I look at Sony, and they have fucking 3D TVs that are compatible with their game systems. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not handheld though.
yeah, I guess.
Because I mean, they're leading the way on handheld stuff.
What a
By-
nice.
Oh,
We're doing
we're
podcast.
podcasting. But I mean, like,
Alright.
I'll
Talk
tell you
about
about
handheld,
you.
sir.
The
Talk about
Wii U,
handhelds.
the next gens. This is.
yeah,
Well,
cool.
everyone
So people
welcome
watching now
Amy.
is saying me.
Everyone, welcome Amy to the podcast.
So welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
But no, it's like
Sponsor us, someone.
Nintendo should stick with like handheld stuff, but they have taken a step backward recently because they brought out this whole like 3D thing that was no one really saw coming, and it was kind of no one thought it could be done as easy as they did.
Well,
And then
they
kind
kind of
of
the
they went
Virtual Boy was
backwards to
3D.
a 2DS. I
Yeah,
don't
that-
understand
It
why
was
they
so,
did that.
No, that-
it was
that was-
because people were afraid of like the fact that 3D was supposedly meant to hurt people's eyes.
Yeah, but if they did that, why not then go back to their older version, but almost rep it up a bit, so make it slightly better, instead
So
of
guys,
making some really random, flat
Josh,
2D thing.
Josh,
Yes.
you're talking to the person who's done design and knows about design life cycles, and life cycles decline after a certain point.
Yes, I know.
And once that happens, that's it. They stop making that. They stop making that thing. So basically, they will not make that. They'll try and make something new. So they'll try and make something that will play the same games as the 3D, but only have it on 2D screen, which is still innovative because it means they can still play the good 3DS games, just not having the 3D effect.
No, I know that. No, I know that. It's more the fact of they made, because their latest DS was flat, as in it was just a big flat, almost
Yeah,
tablet
2DS,
type deal.
2DS.
Yeah, that was a stupid idea.
Yeah, that was
the DS
stupid.
Lite
And
and
it
stuff,
can't like fit.
they
in
were
pockets
good
or anything.
ideas.
It's
No,
too
the
big.
point of the 2DS is for kids. You know how they break them, the
Yeah,
hinges.
that was definitely a younger demographic.
Yeah, it was
It's
for
so-
younger
so-
kids.
They tried to make it so the 3DS was like, oh yeah, this is the old one, this is for the older people, and then the 2DS is for the younger people. But there's not much different about them.
But
So they've tried to split them off into like two different age groups. But
yeah,
But they marketed the 2DS pretty good. They marketed the 2DS so there was just little kids in the commercial, like moms playing with
Yeah,
them,
they
little
did
kid
market that.
games.
Yeah.
They marketed the 2DS very wisely, and they marketed the 3DS very wisely. They showed teenagers, they showed little kids as well, I guess, but they mostly showed like teenagers and sometimes adults playing the 3DS. And with the 2DS, they showed little kids, really little kids, like 3-year-olds,
They-
4-year-olds.
They like knew part of their demographic because like when I think of DS, like you like I'm not trying to like call people out, but there's not many. When you think about it, when you think about gamers, people normally think about males. With
yeah.
the DSs
I
and
would
stuff,
agree with that.
Yeah, I would
with
agree with
DS,
that too.
I'm
Not
more
like-
I think more about female gamers with DSs because I don't know, it's just like the way they advertise it. They have like One Direction on. They've got like boy bands or famous male actors or
Well,
artists.
Pat,
Who,
that's not true in the slightest, so you may want to throw that
For me,
point out
that's
the
all I
window.
saw from like the advertiser. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, yeah.
Well, that's not true in the slightest. Honestly, like you see quite a lot of gamers, girl gamers, play COD, etc. and that. So
Yeah, like I remember.
yeah,
you
yeah,
may
no, no.
say that, but that's
I'm
not
talking
true.
about the way they no, I'm saying
Yeah,
like
no, yeah, I know. That's the thing.
The
it's
way
like,
they advertise it, that's kind of but no.
no, yeah,
it's
exactly. They
different.
don't like brand like Call of Duty. They don't brand it on their girl gamers. They know they have them. There definitely are girl gamers who go out and play COD. Respect to you, but it's like they don't brand it on that. They brand it on kind of lads sat home on the sofa, pizza, TV, loud music, sat around shooting people, killing people. That is what they brand it off
On Xbox Live.
on Xbox Live. Exactly. It's not
Shouting and screaming their asses off and asking their moms to get chocolate milk.
exactly. They don't brand it off. The girl gamers who kind of play the COD games and stuff just like everyone else. They brand it off the whole. Yeah, that. Which is
Thing is, though, girl gamers are actually becoming more and more common
yeah, they're
now.
becoming
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot more
Yeah.
common now.
They're
yeah.
becoming a lot more common. You have to admit that. I mean,
yeah, it is.
I mean,
it's
like
visible
hardly
as well.
like some of my friends play like Mario Kart, Wii, etc. and stuff. And then like my friend Keely, she played Skyrim and all that kind of stuff. She played
Oh, yeah.
she played those kind of games.
yeah. I know
And
exactly what you mean, 'cause I've got
Mass
friends and
Effect,
stuff like that
etc.
who all play Skyrim and so on. But I mean, like they don't brand it towards girl gamers, which
Well,
they should do.
No, I want there to be like a balance. You know, like you
They
guys.
should make a balance, to be honest, for games,
No,
because they
it's
can't
not.
just brand
You
it off
don't.
person.
You can't just brand it to one gender, else it's gonna be like, wait, are you trying to be sexist here, or a guy's not good enough for you now? Kind of deal. Like, I'm thinking there should have like this balance that you advertise it, showing like I don't know, kind of like Diablo 3, that commercial, you know, where the dad came home and
Yeah.
he saw all the girls' clothes on the ground, and he was walking up, and then he opened up the door, and he saw them all
Yes.
cosplaying,
Yeah.
Yes.
playing
Yeah.
Diablo.
See that kind of thing. It's quite.
Well, that gets both kind of like both genders kind of thing, because like the males would be like, "Oh, sweet! If I play this game, I'm gonna be able to play a bunch of women."
Yeah, like I saw this picture, like
like, oh wow, that looks like fun.
3D, or I saw this one picture on Facebook, and it was like Game of Thrones gets me all the ladies, and he was this little nerdy kid wearing medieval armor with a bunch of hot girls next to him.
But that's like, they need to. But we need to move on to the next consoles. 'cause we
Okay,
spent,
yeah,
like,
I know you
we
and
spent
Josh
about
are itching to get to the PS4. I know you guys are, because I
No,
know
no,
you
no,
guys
I'm
have a
not.
lot of stuff.
Oh, that and
You know-
the Xbox.
Wait, Amy
One.
hasn't given off her Wii U her opinions. Amy, what do you
Yeah.
think about the Wii U?
we segued
The
loads.
Wii U.
The Wii U!
Well,
Hope she agrees with me. It'd be so funny.
well, honestly, I did try to save up for it at one point, but then the time came around and I was like, I need a new laptop, so I spent on that. Because... Great, because... Yeah, it's got this kind of different kind of function, but I mean, the function doesn't really do much for it. I mean, it's just like, yeah, it's a Wii U, but it's the same, like, literally a Wii with a new kind of control thing, and it's just like...
It's just
Is
an
that really,
HD
is
Wii.
that
It's
really
an
worth
HD Wii.
£300? Is
It's
that
an
really
HD
worth,
Wii with a
300?
fucking control pad or whatever.
But the HD, they could have brought the HD out with the Wii.
But
They
the
just
thing
chose
was,
not
though,
to.
when
They
it-
could've,
but
they
the thing
could've.
was,
The
when they
technology
first
was
came
there,
back,
the
there was
technology
whole
was there.
There was tons of updates and everything for it. Like, they literally had to update so much just so before you could even get into the game, which is not really worth it.
PS3 does that, and that's annoying. I
Oh,
hate
yeah.
I hate
All-
buying a new
That
game,
was-
coming home,
that
putting it in.
was-
That was
No,
Sonic
you know, like
and
at Christmas,
Technology
and you're just like
Grading
sitting there. Oh my god!
Transform
Okay. You know, like Christmas time, and you get that new game, and you open it up, and you're like, oh my god, I want to play this. You put
Yeah.
it into your PS3, and you're just sitting there like, oh, update.
Updates.
Beast. That was like me for Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed.
That was me when I got Batman Arkham Origins.
That's me when I got freaking.
Anything.
What was it? Yeah, it's right. any game whenever.
Does it still do that with the PS4?
Yeah, no, but
I've got
the
to say, it
PS4's
is better
actually,
on the PS4.
They've got a system for it now.
Yeah,
where
they've
Well,
in the
console-
background.
Wait,
it'll
hey, let's go.
automatically
Let's not.
download updates for
Let's
any
wait till we
game.
get to the PS4 place. Yeah,
Segue
no.
to PS4.
Sorry.
All right. No, Amy, finish off your opinion now.
Ew,
Um,
Come on, Amy,
But
you gotta either
me-
like it or hate it.
that's...
Pick one of
that's-
those.
I feel
That
alone.
is actually not true, because I mean, you can dislike certain parts of it, and you can like certain parts of it.
Yeah,
I mean, like the HD thing is good because I mean, you want to see good graphics in it, but
Yeah.
with like I'm bringing up gameplay here, but its truth is though, not always is good graphics a good thing. I mean, like we always go back to the classics. We always go back to the really old games, and so. And you know what I mean? Like, so sometimes HD graphics are not always the best thing.
Yeah, if
Minecraft proves that straight
I
away.
want to see
Minecraft
Nintendo
proves that
like
straight away.
no
Is it right
April
to say
Fool's
that
Day,
it's
Nintendo,
graphics?
bring out a new console and just make it like a spruced up Nintendo 64 and see if people care.
I think some people get off a whim of like, oh, Nintendo 64, hey, nostalgia, but
No, and then
It's
there's
not-
those
it's
douchebags
not
that are
enough
like,
to
ew, you mean the 64, the thing with the ugly graphics? I hate when I hear that. I fucking
yeah,
hate
graphic whores. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
No,
they'll like
it.
they'll
No,
put Mario
graphics
on it.
don't matter to me. Graphics do not matter to me. I care about the
It's
gameplay.
story-
Yeah.
The story and the gameplay and the
I
quality. of,
hate those, like, I had a friend, his name was Brendan, and I was like, why don't you play the Wii? There's this game called No More Heroes on it. He's like, oh, you mean the thing
Oh,
with the, you
that
mean
was a
the
good
Wii with
game.
the Wii with the bad graphics? And I'm like, Wii doesn't have very bad graphics. He's like, compared to the PS3? Oh my god, did you see the new COD? And I'm like, I don't care about COD, and I don't care that about graphics. He's like, well, I do, I'm a graphics whore, and I'm like, there should be no such thing as a graphics whore.
Well, there's like games like Minecraft still which come out which are like so different and amazing. Like I
Well, the
play
thing is, with
Minecraft now,
Minecraft, right?
and that's
Like
this is one of the most
nowadays, you
popular
can have
games.
like tons of mods, you get tons of like
Yeah.
Yeah,
texture
texture
packs, and
packs,
so
texture packs.
it's like a gigantic community, really. So like people can put
Yeah.
in things and take things away, etc. So
Yeah,
that's what
I
makes
agree
it so
with that.
good.
What about the
But
Xbox version?
it's,
What about the Xbox version of Minecraft? You can't do anything
Uh,
there.
It's still got following.
Well,
but-
yeah.
I think
I think that's because it's Minecraft.
But that-
It's
But then again, they did discontinue that. They discontinued any updates for the Xbox
they?
version. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
they're
the
actually
phone
selling it in
version.
stores. They're selling it in stores, so like no Enderman or anything.
Yeah.
you see, I think they personally, I think they should have stayed away from like consoles and stuff
Yeah.
they should.
because it's not.
Well, they've
See,
just released the PS3 version and they're releasing the PS4 version soon. So
No,
if they've
but
discontinued
thing is
the Xbox
with the
version, I don't have
PS4
a
version
clue
of
what they're
Minecraft,
doing.
it's like no, with the PS4 version of Minecraft, it's like, hi, we're here, but are you downloading us? The
It's-
the PS
Yeah, 'cause
PC
one of my
version
friends
looks
kind of-
amazing, but we're still here. Hi, you're not
see,
gonna
wh-
download us, are you?
One of my friends is he is a complete graphic whore, and he always sits and plays like Minecraft and stuff on his phone.
hmm
Oh yeah, I don't like
He does that a lot, and it's like he thinks I don't agree with him as such, but I kind of can see where he's coming from because like he says that he likes the concept, he likes the game, it's good, but it's not like PC worthy. To the fact that for PC he sees PCs as being like something that requires a lot of
Well,
power.
PCs have actually
good
come like a
graphics
long
stuff.
way. Going back to the handheld games for Nintendo, they need to kind of up their game graphic wise for their handhelds because, like, I've seen like little tiny laptops which can play Dark Souls 2 perfectly.
Oh
Like
yeah,
laptops which are literally, I don't know, a quarter of the size of this of my keyboard right now.
What
I know
about,
about
can
half
they play
sizes.
Crysis 2 with full settings?
yeah. You see,
There's
that's
been-
what people think. My friend literally just goes for that and like Bioshock and stuff, and
Bioshock is
Well,
pretty damn
there was
beautiful.
something else that was.
It's good. I love Crisis.
He just kind of he likes running everything at max settings, max quality and stuff. And
I want to
can
see
why,
him on a
it's fair
PC
enough.
run Crysis 2 at full settings, and not see his computer fry.
No, his PC now can. He spent a lot of money trying to make it so he could
To max it out.
to max out because that's what he does. He's not he has a console, but he only uses it to play with friends because other friends have that console.
Yeah.
Because like me and my friends used to come home, like this was a good few years ago, but we always used to come home, like meet up on the Wii, sit on a Skype call and play Mario Kart. The first Mario Kart that came out on the Wii, we used to play
You mean
that
the only
all
Mario
the
Kart that
time
came out on the
with
Wii?
each other, and it used to be absolutely hilarious.
What I still think they need to bring back is like when I was younger, back like PS2 era-ish,
Mm.
and like
yeah.
when coming home from like school or whatever, and I was talking with my friends, I'm like, it used to be like if it's a rainy day, hey, you guys want to come over and play? I don't know, just trying to think of a game which had good co-op on PS2. But I'm just gonna say FIFA, just
Just
to make a point because we did used to play FIFA quite a bit.
FIFA.
But in which we like okay, yeah, and we'd all kind of be like in the lounge together playing it, and it would kind of like have more of a fun atmosphere. Where now it's kind of just like, yeah, I'll Skype you, get home, you're on a Skype call.
Okay,
No,
I
but
want
that's
to bring up
just
something.
go
I want to bring up something. What I know what I want to see, like back in some games with the Nintendo DS, you can actually play with friends who don't have that game, and that concept I like that concept a lot.
That's a good concept.
And I wish like Josh,
What do you mean?
me and you playing like Ratchet and Clank, minus the whole internet deal. But with DS, there are some games like Super Mario 64 DS edition. You can
yes.
like you
I
can
know
do DS
exactly what you
download.
mean.
You can do DS
Yes.
download, and you can have other people who don't have the game play it.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
And
Yeah,
I
but
wish,
used to do that all
you're
the
saying
time.
it's like the girl that plays DS like 24/7.
and
so
I
know
want,
exactly what
I
you're talking
want
about,
that in
right,
concept.
ones.
I want that concept to be put inside like the PS4, Xbox One, which by the way, Xbox One has a stupid name, and Wii U. I want that to come back. I want that to be put into there because, like, I have PlayStation All Stars, and I wanted to play with Josh, but Josh was like, I don't have that game. And I was like, that's kind of like a bummer. So, like, having a friend that could be playing it with you, but only play it when you're on, but with you.
Yeah.
And only play, like, certain characters, maybe, or, like, only your roster kind of deal.
But the problem with that was, like, the companies would be like, oh, we could be making, for example, double the amount of money off this game instead of one person. So, like, it would...
Yeah.
They would
No, but
half their
the thing is,
profits.
they could
half
put,
the
like,
people would get it and, like, play it with their friend like that.
But
and
what's the difference between... Okay, listen to this. What's the difference between giving a friend the game to, you know, play it, and then giving it back, or play with the friend over just online, just only on 2-player. You can't go through the story, you can't go through anything, just on your own friend's account, their memory, everything. You can't do anything else but actually just play 2-player.
Difference is, if you then give them the game, they'll get to go through it and stuff, and then they'll give it back, and the other person can keep playing it. Whereas if you do the other thing, it'll be a case of they'll both play online, but they'll only do that online bit together because they're online. They enjoy it, and they enjoy it together. So if they played it on his own, it wouldn't be as fun. So it kind of loses.
Yeah, it's never the same.
As in, like, they play it just because their friends have it and because it's a multiplayer thing that they can enjoy with
The thing
their
is, I've
friends.
heard that's why people bought Mario Kart DS, so they could play with each other, because on Mario Kart DS, your friend can be a freaking shy guy in a cart.
Yeah.
And in Super Mario 64 DS, your friend could be a different colored Yoshi and run around with you. I thought that concept was really, really cool, and I thought it worked out. If it worked out for the DS, which is how successful, probably one of the best gaming systems out there right now.
Is that still on the 3DS? Can you
No,
still do that with
no.
the 3DS?
Yeah,
Or
you
they
can.
stopped it?
You can do it with the 3DS DS download. You can do it with the 3DS, but you can't go on
Oh.
the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
But I like that concept a lot, and I want that to come back in
The
some
concept's
form.
great. Yeah.
I like the concept, but
I think it would only work with handheld, though.
I think it can work with consoles too. I think you just need to find the correct way to make it work. You just need to iron it out, like Josh.
Wow.
And his cougar. And his cougar pants.
Hey, no dissing my cougar ironing board.
Alright, Amy, did you finish your opinion?
I don't even know. I don't even remember.
Well, what do you think?
think
Just
you
give us
did.
a yes or no. Do you like it or don't you?
Which point?
Or 50-50.
Because many boys came up at
Wii U,
once.
Wii U,
The
Wii
Wii
U.
U.
I'm kind of neutral about it. I mean, I don't mind it, but some things were kind of flawed in it.
Okay, that's
Alright,
pretty much the overall.
PS4 now? You know what,
Oh,
Josh,
it's
you start.
excellent.
Josh, you're the pioneer of this. I'm gonna let you
Oh,
start
it's
off.
excellent. Oh, it's excellent. Oh, what the server's closed?
Good, but too much money. It's too much money, and there's not enough games which have come out for it.
I'd agree with that.
I mean,
but
Infamous Second Son just came out, and I'm loving it.
Okay,
but
I do want to play Second Son. I really do.
It should have been there. It should have been there at the beginning.
yeah, it
but
should.
that
A
was
lot of
made
games
them
should have
rush
been
it.
there at the beginning.
No,
like,
thing is,
Watch
I
Dogs.
want-
They had
no.
Killzone and Knack.
I
That's the only
I
two ones.
want-
Oh, and
I-
Resogun. They had Resogun.
You see, I had Battlefield 4 as well. But the thing is,
But that's not really a release game because that was on PS3 and Xbox
Yeah, no,
360,
no.
like,
I mean, like,
months before it came out.
thing is, what they did wrong, which was they released it at high prices, but they didn't have anything to play on it.
to
as you were
back it up,
saying.
to back up the high prices.
Dignify the-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good console.
It's similar
I really
to what the
enjoy.
Wii's done.
I wish they would have made
That's
more
similar to
games,
the Wii U.
but to contemplate with the high price, I wish they would have made bundles. A lot of bundles with really, really good games.
You see, I think what they
that's
should
a
have
bundle
done.
which is just
I heard
What they
just,
should-
one game
didn't they have like
extra.
a Knack as their buying game, like one free game with every single was Knack?
I'm not
you
sure.
could either get Knack or Killzone, I think.
If I don't
From the
actually-
box,
I
from the
think
box,
Killzone
right out
might
of the
be
box.
so.
But like, what they did wrong was like they released it without any strong good games, other than maybe Killzone, to play with it. Except what they did with the PS3 is they had a lot of very good games that they could sell with it.
And
which
this is
would-
why I look at
Yeah.
the Wii U. The Wii U came out with awesome games to start with. The Super Mario
But
Brothers
it
U
still
is
didn't
actually.
rock it.
I know it didn't have. It had good ones though. Like Killzone and Knack were not like those big, well-known names that people will just like crash through doors and like
That's the
attack.
point. What Sony could have done is they could have gone, okay, we've got a new console, let's just get all the big hitters. They could have gone
like Ratchet and
Uncharted, The
Clank,
Last of Us
Ratchet and
2.
Clank.
They could have saved with The Last of Us.
Jack
Ratchet and
4.
Clank, Crash Bandicoot, bring him back. Yeah, Jack and Dexter. And they could have just had all of their big games, and fans would have just gone, yes. But instead they went, no, we're going to go with new games, we're going to go with Knack. Shit.
You see,
and they're gonna go Killzone, which was still reasonably popular.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
it's
Killzone
not
was
popular
there.
with the gamer that you really want to just come out and get your console kind of do. You like traditional gamer. You want that traditional gamer on you because they're the ones that's gonna stick with you. They're the ones that's gonna go out and buy new games.
You see, what I would say is that Killzone is PlayStation's game. It was with the PS3,
And it was on
with the
PlayStation
PS4.
All Stars.
Yeah.
It was their
I'm
game.
pretty sure it was the PS3 launch game as well.
It was indeed the PS3
Wait.
launch game.
What
But it's
about,
like, it was good.
What about what's that one game with the clown? Twisted Metal. That would have been awesome
Twisted Metal.
for a starter on the PS4. The graphics for Twisted Metal would have been fucking awesome. I bet.
You see, they've done good because the graphics are amazing. They run good. They've done
The graphics are great, but I think that's similar with the